Want to hear another story, huh? One where the very fate of Pandora hangs in the balance. If not, too bad, I'm telling you anyway. First, there was the vault, an alien prison opened with a mystical key. To the warriors who opened it, the vault was just a container of tentacles and disappointment. They vanished into the wastelands, certain that the vault held no treasure at all. They were wrong. The vault's opening triggered the growth of iridium, a priceless alien element. Soon, the rare and valuable mineral emerged all across Pandora. Its appearance attracted many, including the Hyperion Corporation. They came to Pandora to mine iridium and bring order to the savage planet. Through their excavations, Hyperion uncovered evidence of an even greater vault. Their leader vowed to find it, to use its power to civilize the Borderlands, once and for all. But Hyperion weren't the only ones searching for the next vault's alien power. The call of danger and loot is not so easily resisted. Certain warriors came to Pandora in droves to uncover its hidden secrets. Some would call them adventurers. Others call them fools. But I call them Vault Hunters. Our story begins with them, and with a man named Handsome Jack.
I fucking love this game so much. And if any of, like, it's not a new game. I'm sure all of you have seen that intro before, but if you haven't, I put it in because you can watch it. If you have, I'm sure I'll, if I remember, we'll put an annotation in so you can skip to this part and get to hear my lovely voice telling you about how much I love this game. Everything about this game. Anyway, now that we've all seen those 4 characters in the beginning, I'm not going to play any of them because I want to play Krieg, because I've never played Krieg before. And I just realized that even though I have the DLC and I've had these characters for a while, I've never actually played Krieg. So I'm gonna do that, and you guys get to watch me, you guys get to experience me going through this game that I love so much with Krieg, someone I've never played. Hang on, I have to burp. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, that's it. Welcome to Borderlands 2 with me, Brian. I'm playing Krieg, if you didn't gather that. I'm sorry, I'm playing Krieg in the name of his head. Obviously, the most important part about this game is the style. So, you have to make your character look good to play it, obviously. And look at that hair, them eyes. We're doing that one. Krieg Sunday Finest. Lick the marrow. I don't care. Find a funny one. What? What? Okay. Sickle to the eye, see red. Let me service you. That sounds a little suggestive there, Krieg. The blood is crusting. No, I'm just gonna go with what as a skin. Krieg. Name. The name doesn't actually come up at all. Hang on. I'm using a controller to play because I played this on the console for a long time before I actually got it on PC. So now I'm switching to PC, and I still need the controller because I don't know. I feel more comfortable playing this game with the controller than with the mouse and keyboard. Unlike one of my friends, Jacob. Shut the fuck up about playing with the keyboard. I don't care. I need a name. I don't know what to name him. Bucket. From the famous and in-depth Psycho quote, "You get me a bucket and I'll show you a bucket." So there we go. Our Psycho's name is just Bucket, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And now, because I'm very rude and don't feel like waiting for other people to talk, I have put subtitles on, so if you want, and if you've never read the story, which I highly suggest you do, like, if you've never played the game and paid attention to the story, I really suggest you do, because it's one of my favorite parts. The actual, like, storyline quests aren't really that exciting, but if you do a bunch of the side missions and stuff, you learn a whole lot of lore about the game. It doesn't make you work as hard for the lore as, like, Dark Souls does, but you gotta work pretty hard to find all the interesting bits of the lore. Like, one of the most memorable ones is, if you're listening, it tells you exactly what happened to Tiny Tina's parents and all those. And if you've played this game, like, I'm sure a lot of you have if you found this, you know who Tiny Tina is. She's kind of one of the most memorable characters from this game. Now I have to go through this. I'll just cut this part out. Alright, sorry about that. That was, if you own the Game of the Year edition, or if you own all the DLC, or a lot of the DLC, or any DLC at all, you have to, whenever you start a new character, you have to kind of go through all of those. Yes, thanks for telling me I own this. I know I own this. This is like the 20 billionth character I've played. I'm tired of going through these X's. So, if I remember, and I think I will, because it's kind of important to me to remember to cut that out. Like I said, I'd cut that out. It will be one of the first things that I'll have actually remembered to cut out in one of my videos after I said I was going to cut it out. Most of the time, when I say, I'll just cut this, I leave it in because I think it's a mildly funny joke to leave it in after saying, I'll cut this. But I'm not going to do that, hopefully. And if I did, this entire ramble is just silly. Whatever. Alright, now I'm just running around ignoring Claptrap as usual and looting everything as usual in Borderlands. Because loot is more important than everything. Well, not our experience is more important than loot, because experience lets you use better loot. So really, the defining characteristic in this game is loot. Lots of bullets, lots of screaming, lots of loot. Now, since I've played this game so much, I know that if you go ahead and open this door right here. There's a little call to the vault symbol. Now for those... Oh, Jesus. Krieg said something. I don't know what he said. I don't know most of his quotes, because I haven't played him a lot. Anyway, we're gonna get interrupted by a cutscene soon. These things are call to the vault symbols, and they are little symbols hidden around all the maps that get you badass tokens, experience, levels, things. Yeah, we should be pretty safe. No, we're not pretty safe. Now, obviously, the only reason that Knuckle Dragger ripped Claptrap's eye out was because earlier, if you were reading the subtitles and ignoring me completely, Claptrap said, "Oh, bully monks like to rip people's eyes out." So obviously, Claptrap's eye was going to get ripped out to further the story. Anyway, you can... You sick little robot. Where... So if you note, Claptrap enjoys his time in his little hovel, I guess. Alright, first quest completed. Basic pistol. Oh, also, because I have the Game of the Year edition, like, on Steam, you start with some guns, which doesn't usually happen. You usually don't. And this is a reference to the poker game, I think, on Steam. I believe. I can't imagine what else it would be referencing. As I said, I've played this game so much, I just kind of tuned Claptrap out. Claptrap is one of those weird characters that I really, really love to hate him. I hate him so much. I hate him so much. I'm just conflicted about Claptrap. His voice is so annoying. He's so annoying. But at the same time, you feel kind of bad for him. At least at the end of the game and stuff, you know, spoilers that I'm not going to say, because if you haven't played and beaten this game, you really, really should. Jacob, one of my friends, owns this game, hasn't beaten it. The same one that tells me I should play with a controller and a mouse, because he doesn't like playing this game with the controller. I mean, not a controller, a mouse, what am I talking about? Controller in one hand, mouse in the other. No, that's not what he says. He says I should play with the keyboard and mouse, but I just can't do it. I like it with a controller so much better. So much better.
Even though Knuckle Dragger blindsided me, I know my way around this racer. I bet you will find my eye in Frostbite Crevasse.
Needs to finish. Anyway. Ugh, I have no idea what I was talking about before I went on a ramble about Jacob telling me I should play this game differently, even though he hasn't beaten this game. Whatever. If I've only uploaded a couple other videos in this channel, but one of them is playing Hearthstone with Thomas and Jacob with a different mic that makes an annoying buzzing sound. But if you can get over that, if you want to know who Jacob is, go watch that video. I'm not gonna. I might put a link in the description because I just told you to go watch it, and I feel like that's the right thing to do. Because I hate putting annotations in. I hate watching videos with annotations in them. They're just annoying. They cover up the screen. That being said, I'll probably have put an annotation in this one to skip the intro if you've already seen it, like I have. Because I've seen it so many times. So many times. I want nothing to do with it anymore. This first part of the game is kind of annoying if you've done it a lot. Actually, yeah. It's really just the glacier part that's annoying if you've done it a lot. Well, I mean, like any other RPG, there's going to be quests that you're like, oh, I don't want to do this one. You just kind of have to do it to get to the rest of the game. And I'm the type of person who, like, I like playing pretty much every combination of character and skills and guns in an RPG game. Well, not many RPG games have guns, but, you know, whatever, you get what I mean. So I end up, like, respecking the skill tree a lot in Borderlands because it's super cheap and easy to do so. Oh, these are the badass ranks I was talking about earlier. I have tokens I can redeem. I probably won't do that on screen because it's not very exciting to watch. Most of the respecking stuff isn't very exciting to watch. I'll probably do that in between episodes if I actually, like, it's a baptism of blood. Okay, Krieg. Krieg is crazy. Like Hooch from Scrubs. Anyway, most of the, if I decide to respec at all, I'll probably do it off screen. I'm probably going to commit to the middle skill tree. I don't know what it's called for Krieg. I know it's not the Hellfire, Hellburn, whatever, because that one is all about lighting yourself on fire, which doesn't really go well when all you can put skills into is lighting yourself on fire. You just die. By me. So if you could do yourself favors and stuff off yourself. Okay, Handsome Jack. That is the main character, the main evildoer of the game. Handsome Jack. He's the main antagonist. That's the word. That's the fancy word I couldn't think of. Cutscene again. Not that I mind the cutscenes. They're pretty cool. I like the intros to them. But you just get a car thrown at you and Knuckle Dragger. This is gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him because like I'm a Vault Hunter. A really fucking crazy, gigantic cannibal Vault Hunter thing named Krieg. That is me. His one of my friends played him a lot. He played Krieg a whole lot because he really liked him. They're coming out of the walls, fingers. Okay, Claptrap, calm down. Just me. Just get out of the way, Claptrap. What was I saying? Something about Krieg. One of my friends played him a lot, so I know what his action skill does. He goes on like a crazy rampage and does a lot of damage with his melee things because he uses a buzz axe. It's like a chainsaw, but it's not a saw, it's an axe. Oh, good, leveled up. I wish you could turn these off if you've played through the game once. I wish you could, because that would be so great. That would be so nice to be able to turn those off, because I already know what they are. Although, like, I technically haven't beaten the game on the PC, because like I said, I played it a lot on the console. I beat it with all 4 vanilla characters on the console, because I just, like I said, wanted to try all the different combinations and all the different characters. So I played it way too much. I played it way too much. And if you're wondering, I don't actually have an Xbox. I have a PS3, but Xbox controllers are what you need for PC gaming, unless you feel like using a wired PS3 controller and emulating it as a Xbox controller, which you can if you don't want to spend money on Xbox controllers, which I understand. I got mine using a gift card because I didn't want to pay for it, but like, it's worth it to not have to install other programs on my computer and have to run that at the same time as running Borderlands, Steam, Fraps, and like all that other stuff. So I'd recommend doing the whole... What happened there, Claptrap? I'd recommend doing the whole buying an Xbox controller over, if you can do it, or ask for Christmas if you want to get into PC gaming. I did not PC game much. Actually, I can't say that. I did when I was really little. I used to wake up early and go to the basement where a computer was and play Age of Empires, the original one, with the expansion. I forget what it's called. I think I still have the discs and everything. So I'd wake up at like 6 o'clock on a weekend because I was really little and my parents would make me go to bed at like 8, so I'd sleep for 10 hours and they'd still complain about me getting up early. And it wasn't until recently that I realized it was just them making me go to bed super early. I feel like I usually don't use the shotgun they give me because it's usually... Oh, it's got 2 shots, that's better. Usually it's like a 1-shot shotgun and I don't like that. Oh, they're both Jacob's weapons too. I'll explain that stuff at some point. Anyway, I don't usually end up using the shotgun because I hate the reload after one. Like, most of the time that shotgun uses its entire clip to pull the trigger once, so you have to reload after every shot. It usually kills them, but sometimes it doesn't, and then you're a little bit screwed. But we got lucky, and I'm going to use it because I feel like it's a fitting weapon for Krieg to use, a giant shotgun that blows people's faces off. I'm probably going to, like, stop the episode here because, I don't know, it seems like a good stopping point. Kind of an opening to this. Me playing Krieg, don't even have the skill, don't even have... Oh, goodness. Or not.
We'll go at your pace. I'm obviously the brains of this operation, of course, but you're the Vault Hunter with the
I'm just gonna let Claptrap talk for a while.
And the power of sight, which is exactly what you want out of a minion, really. That's like 3 of the top 4 things out of a minion. You'll figure out the 4th when the time is right.
The 4th is pizzazz. Alright, I'm done. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will tune in more. This is watch me play through Borderlands, because like I said, I really fucking love this game. Love the story, love the characters, love the art, love the guns, love the killing. A lot of the killing. Love the... I don't know. I just love this game. Love this game so much. Okay. I'll see you guys next time.